What do you do when you felt like you hit rock bottom? And I'm gonna just keep it real with you. There may come a time where you get so low, you may feel like you want to self delete, and you are literally the only person that can live your life. So you have to pull yourself out of there. The people around you, your support system, they can only do so much. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Donnie Savage. This is a channel that talks about real life experiences, the nitty gritty, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. But before we jump into this, I want to give a major shout out to you guys for the support. At the end of that last video, I told you guys we're on that road to 500 subscribers. I think we can blow it out of the water and we can just shoot for 1,000. Hey, why not? So in the meantime, show your boy some support, like this video, hit that notification button. Make sure you follow my socials as well. So the topic of discussion today, this is a big one for me. What do you do when you felt like you hit rock bottom? I'm no expert in this field. For me, I would say my number one thing that helps me start the process of jumping out of this rut is awareness. A sense of awareness that you realize you're depressed. It may be a lack of energy. It may be a lack of drive. You're not motivated, and you just sit there and you're sulking, right? It's really a rabbit hole. Quicksand, I should say. It's like once you're in it and you don't realize what's going on, you continue to sink, and it feels like there's no way out. Like it's literally up to you to stop, pause everything, and be like, yo, I am the lowest I've ever been in life, and this is not okay. I don't feel good about myself. And I'm gonna just keep it real with you. There may come a time where you get so low, you may feel like you want to self-delete. I would definitely say that's not the way to go, but I'm sure some people can relate to this when they've sank to that point. I know I have before. I have no problem telling you that. I just think knowing where you are is big. Let me go ahead and plug this in. We are sipping Don Julio 1942 Primavera Reposado. Number 2. How did I get here? Think about that for a second. This may be the root of the issue. It could be a breakup, the loss of a job, loss of a loved one. That may have been the major component that caused this whole rift in your life. You know what I mean? In my opinion, if you can at least get to the root, you may have somewhat of a decent starting point. If it was a breakup, did it end on bad terms? Was it your fault? Can you come to terms with the fact that it was your fault? I think you have to throw accountability in there as well when you think about this all the way around. If you can be held accountable for your actions, that's a part of your growth, right? I remember a couple years ago, I was under an old management situation, and it just wasn't the best situation for either party. I got down to the point where I was questioning even like modeling or doing social media at that time, just because it was a wild situation, lawsuits, whatever. And that whole year, I was like, I don't want to shoot. I don't want to create content. I don't know if this is what I want to do. I'm gonna try to do something else. I tried a couple different things that year. I was going against the grain. It just, put me into more of a spiral. I gained weight, eating a lot, drinking a lot, the whole nine.
Oh, wait, yeah, I can hurdle my own leg like they used to do in the 90s.
Before I can even think about shooting again or modeling or creating content, you got to get your self-esteem back. You gotta get your footing together. I feel out of shape. I know I'm out of shape. I know it's gonna show on the camera, and that's not gonna be a good film. If you watch the first YouTube video, you'll see I was in Ella Mae's Boot Up music video, right? And if you haven't watched that video, definitely go check it out for those that are new to the channel. This was a pivotal moment because right around the time, it clicked. I needed to lose weight. I need to get back in the game. I need to get my face out there. I need to get my brand out there again. Mark, really, like, is what we're doing? Love you too. This is Baby Lay right here. Anyways, the top of the year, that first quarter of March, that's when I got booked for that LMA video. As I'm looking back on it, I needed to go through what I was going through. It needed to be taken down a notch. That's how I looked at it. if you're going through a situation right now and all the odds are against you, your number one fan has to be you.
You forget you got to please your star player, the motherfucker that's in the mirror looking at you every goddamn day. That need to be the motherfucker you concerned about.
And you are literally the only person that can live your life, so you have to pull yourself out of there. But people around you, your support system, they can only do so much. And for this next step right here, I really want to put an emphasis on this one. Just watch it. Just watch it. You'll see why. Feel everything. And what I mean by that is I used to have a tendency to want to shut things out that I was feeling. It's kind of like fight or flight. When you're scared to feel a certain type of way and to bring about emotions that you're typically not used to dealing with, man, your brain will block it. It will literally block that shit. Break those barriers down. Trust me, in the end, you'll feel a lot better about it. And years down the road, you will look back on this and you'll figure out what the lesson was. Trust me. You just gotta let go. Within the last couple years, I really been focusing on not trying to go numb and feel every type of emotion, understand the emotion. Because you know what? I'll tell you this. Running from it will only make it worse. You can run from it now, but you can't run forever. At some point in time, it's going to catch up to you. It's going to come out. So I think it's best to go through it, process it. If there's any way to reconcile, do that. Make a decision on if you're comfortable feeling that way. So we went through awareness. Why did we get here? Feeling everything. And now we're at this last stage where you got to make a decision. Excuse my language. You understand that you're fucked up. Cool. That happens to everybody one way or another. What are you going to do about it? Seriously, you cannot feel sorry for yourself. You can really own it. You know the saying, it's sink or swim. I remember my first real estate deal ever. For one, the deal lasted 3 months. That was 3 months too long. Deals should have typically closed in 45 days. But my lender, I ain't gonna say no names, she was bullshitting, taking her precious time. If you know anything about real estate, anything bad that could potentially happen, it will happen. So there was a contingency in the purchase agreement based upon my client being the buyer, purchasing the home from the seller, would then allow them to purchase their next home. You see, this is a chain reaction. This is a domino effect right here, right? Is closing day. This is my first closing as a new agent. Mind you, I got this deal within my first 7 days of getting my real estate license. So I was hitting the streets, I was hungry. The morning of the closing, I wake up, normal day, I get dressed. Today, I'm putting my suit on. I'm suited and booted. I'm ready to go collect my check, ready to go to this closing table. Client can sign these documents, so on and so forth. I get a call that my client does not want the house the day of closing.
Oh my God, dude, I'm freaking out. I am so stressed out. I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
You want to talk about stress?
And I'm asking my mentor if he's ever experienced something like this. He hadn't experienced anything like this in his 20 years of being an agent. And I'm like, damn, I got him beat? I'm really fucked. I have no idea what to do. 3 months of work, collect the check, collect your 3%. Man, I needed it. And when I got somebody, I was like, ooh, it's the first one. I mean, I gotta get my hands on that first check, cash it. I gotta see it, I gotta feel it. I gotta see the house, sell the house, get the check in my hand, take the check to the bank, cash it, put it in the account or whatever. And I'm like, y'all really did that. It ain't happened that way. So I remember hitting rock bottom. I'm like, yo, I gotta chalk this one up. I think I took like a day or two, get myself together, went right back to it, and I got my next deal within a week. That one actually went all the way through. It closed. It was amazing. I told you in the last video, There's always a silver lining in there, man. You gotta dig, you gotta find it. You gotta go through some shit, but you gotta find it. Look, I ain't got all the answers, all right? But I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was relatable. I hope it struck a nerve. And do me a favor, in the comments below, comment a time where you feel like you hit rock bottom, but there was a redemption period, right? Because you're still here and you climbed out of that situation. And once again, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Like I said, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers now. We're gonna skip 500 because I know we're gonna hit that. For those that tune in, I appreciate you guys sincerely, because this is my first time really getting in front of the camera and letting you guys know my thoughts and experiences and some stories I've never told before. And with that being said, I will see you on the next one. I'm out.